Welcome to Tech Tuesday, presented by Delta Media Group, where none of us can seem to figure out if the new Matrix trailer makes sense or not, because none of us can really remember how the last one ended. I really need to rewatch the Matrix movies. Anyway, today we are going to take a look at the image gallery functionality that allows you to insert an image gallery on any custom page you create. This is something that is particularly nice for if you are making a market-specific page, in addition to putting all the other market-specific content on that page. Like just a description of that page, maybe search results or sample search results from that page, and even some market statistics. You can actually put an image gallery on that page as well, so that users, can just kind of cycle through those, and it just better builds out those community pages, not only making them more attractive to consumers, but making them more attractive to search engine crawlers as well. So first off, we will take a look at how you can create one of these galleries from images that you add to the DeltaNet. And then we'll take another look at how you can create a gallery for one of these pages based off of URLs. So if, for example, that community already has a website somewhere and you have permission to use the images on that website, you could actually take the URLs of those images and put them straight into the gallery functionality, and then that would make up your image gallery. So without further ado, first we will go in and create a gallery in the DeltaNet. So to do that, I'm going to click on my name up here in the top right, and then click on Profile. And now I'm going to go down to the alternate photos section here. So I could just scroll down to it, or just to save us a little time here, I'll just type photo there. You can see my primary photo. And then also we have alternate photos. So from here, I'll click on Gallery, and at this point I can create any kind of gallery folders that I want. Like I could create a brand new gallery and add photos to it, or I can modify my existing ones. So if I wanted to create one, we'll go ahead and say market images, and I can give this a description, maybe Canton Arts District. Let's say that's what we were doing, or the market page we wanted to make. And that's all I need. So now I can save that. There we go, my changes have been saved, and now I have a market images gallery. So now if I click load, I'm now loaded into that gallery. There we go. We'll click on the folder there. That brings us into the gallery. Now it would show us photos up here if there were any photos in this gallery. However, since there are not, I would click on Add Files. That would open up the file selector in my browser, and then I would be able to select files from my computer. It would drop them in here, and I would click Start Upload, and that would upload all the files into this gallery. So what I'm going to do instead is I'll go back and we'll take a look at a gallery that already has some images in it. So we'll take a look at my new gallery here, because it isn't very new anymore. But you can see when I click on this one, it actually shows me all of the images that are already in this gallery, and then I could click on one if I wanted to select one. And then I can see that, I can see a title of the image, an image description, I can delete it from here, and then I would click Save if I had made title or description changes, and it would save those to the photo. So from here I can add new, if I wanted to go back to the Add New page, if I wanted to upload more photos, or click back, and it just drops me back to my gallery selection. But that's really all there is to it. So you go in here, you create your gallery by giving it title, description, keywords if you'd like to add keywords. Placement at this point, we'll do some specific things, but nothing that you need to worry about for creating a gallery to display on a page. So when I'm ready there, I would click Save Gallery. That adds my gallery up here, and then I click on the gallery to add images to it. And then to change it later on, I can click on the gallery and go in and modify any of the images that are in it. So once you have your gallery all set up, it's just a matter of adding it to a custom page. So we're going to go ahead and drop out of that, and actually we don't even need to do anything in there once we have our images saved. We'll just go up here, go to Website, down to Pages, and now we're going to create a new page. There we go, and we're just going to go with a completely custom page. I mean, the idea is we're going to create a market page after all, right? So we'll start here with this custom page. We have videos that go over the custom page options in detail, but just to kind of give them a quick once over here. We can make this page limited so that only registered users can view it. That would basically be anyone with a portfolio account. If I check that box and someone is not logged into their portfolio account, when they try to access this page, it'll take them to the portfolio creation or login page, where they can create an account and then they'll have access to the page. Next, I can add a contact form to this page if I'd like. So if I just check Add Contact Form, this gives me some options to create kind of a default contact form here. So you can look through each of these, but basically you have your general contact form and then a few more specific ones. Those just pertain to the options that will appear by default on the form. And then you can give your form a title, but basically fill in all your form information, and that will cause a submission form to appear on the page so that a customer could enter their name or their contact information, so basically their name, email address, phone number, and then a message for you, just like they would on your regular contact page, and submit that, and that'll create a lead in the DeltaNet for you. So in this case, we're not going to add a contact form, though I would say in a market page, maybe you would. So we'll uncheck that. Our next option here is for page type. We can create a standard page, which will just be a regular page within the confines of your website. You could also create a standard page with no navigation, so it's kind of like a squeeze page, sort of, but not exactly. Basically, it loads up your website, but with no navigation. So the idea is they see your whole template and background and all those things, but they can't do anything except interact with what's on this page. And then lastly is a true squeeze page that has no template at all. So in that case, the template wouldn't load at all. It's only what is within the WYSIWYG editor is what would actually render out on the page. So we'll make that a standard page, and here is our WYSIWYG editor, and this is where we're going to add our gallery. So we'll say, if we were building this out as a market page, we'll just put Canton Arts District. There we go. It'll help if I spell it correctly. It'll make that a little bit bigger. That's our big heading there. There we go. Typing's not working real well for me, but we'll get there. And now we're going to add our gallery. So I'll go ahead and click on this icon right here, and this gives you access to all the special functionality, or a lot of the special functionality we can add here. So we'll go with Gallery, and in your galleries, I can select Custom Gallery, or I can select from any of the galleries I've created. So for this first step, we're going to select New Gallery, because that's the gallery we already had built up in there. We can change our gallery heading, so we'll call it Canton Arts District, just stick with the theme. There we go, and we'll leave our gallery style on standard, and we'll take a look at the other styles here in a moment. So once this is all configured, we'll just click on Insert, and now our gallery is there. We'll go down and just give this page a name. Gallery Test Page sounds pretty good to me. There we go. And again, like the options above, all these options are gone over in more detail in the custom page video that we already have out there. And I'll click on Submit, and that creates my page. So now we can click this link to go ahead and get it to load up. And here's what it looks like. Now Canton Arts District is here twice because one is the title of the gallery as I set it up, and the other one is just the H1 tag that I put on the page. So I forced that to show up twice by how I configured it. Now, we'll go back into the DeltaNet and take a look at what some of the other options look like. So that was our standard gallery. And we'll clear that out and we'll create it again. We'll go back up to our icon, back down to gallery. This was our new gallery. And let's make it advanced this time. Now with advanced, it's going to make a fancier gallery. And these are all options that pertain to that gallery. So autoplay will actually make it auto scroll through the images. Navigation dots make dots show up below the display so you can kind of see which image you're on. And navigation arrows can make arrows show up on either side of the display where you can click those to kind of cycle through it. Primarily it's built with kind of a mobile feel to it, so you'll actually swipe back and forth to move through the images. But we'll go ahead and do it this way, and I'll put some keywords in here. Really random kinds of keywords. There we go. So now we've submitted that, so let's scroll down here and submit our page again. And now we'll go back to our tab that had our page in it and reload it. And there we go. That is what it looks like now. Now, as I mentioned, this is kind of a mobile feel. So it's on a desktop device that I'm putting this video together with. I actually click and drag in order to drag my way through the different slides here. But if you're on a mobile device, this allows you to just swipe through them. So it's a good idea to build just about anything mobile first these days. So that is how that would work. You can just slide through your images there. Alright, now back into the DeltaNet, let's take a look at some of the other options we have here. So in addition to creating a gallery based off of images that I've added to the DeltaNet, I can create a completely custom gallery that will actually use image URLs to render out. So we'll go ahead and click on this icon again. We'll add a gallery, but this time I'm going to add a custom image gallery. And you can see that when I do that, it switches my gallery heading, which again I could customize that however I'd like. This is the district. We don't want it to say Canton District or Canton Arts District again because we know it's going to show that twice. So for image URLs, now all I have to do is copy and paste in image URLs. Now the nice thing here is it's very easy for me to take images that are hosted elsewhere and display them as a gallery on this page. But you have to be very careful with the images that you use. So for the sake of this example, I just went through and I grabbed a handful of different images or image URLs that I can paste in here, and we'll take a look at each. It'll be kind of fun. But you'll want to make sure that whatever images you're linking to and what you're using here are images that you have permission to use and permission to link to as they're hosted, because at this point, we're not hosting the images. Whatever third party the link goes to is what's hosting them. So let's grab some URLs. So here we go. I've got some other tabs up. I was in a cat picture mood, so we're going to go with those. So we'll paste in our first one. Now onto the second one here. These are just random cat pictures I found. There we go. Copy this guy. There we go. So you can see we've grabbed just 5 URLs here, just enough that we can set something up. And if I wanted to use more, if I wanted to make my gallery larger, I can just click on Add URL and add as many as I'd like. However, I don't want a bunch of blank ones, so we'll clear those out. Just like the gallery that's driven by the images in the DeltaNet, I can switch this over to Advanced if I want it to display differently. And we'll just click on Insert, and now there is my gallery code. So now if we go down here and submit, and we'll refresh our page again, and there we go. So now this is the same kind of gallery, but in this case it is pulling these images directly from the URLs I've supplied, instead of having me go in and actually upload all these images to the DeltaNet individually. So there you have it. That is how you can set up an image gallery on this one of or any custom page that you build out in the DeltaNet. Now from here, this is really just part of a custom page. So if I was building this out as a market page, I now have the ability to drop a search results section in here. I can put some market statistic data in here, and a lot of those things are housed under this menu also. You can see we have one for market activity that would show market activity data. We have market slider, which will show basically a different market data display. Also search results, if I wanted to show a search results section here. So there's really a lot of functionality around building out a really complete market page of your own here. So there you have it. So as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out to support@deltagroup.com or give us a call and we can walk you through whatever else you need. And I will see you again next week.